OK, there you go, 4-0 as it stands at half-time. This is the table at the moment for Group D. All that's changed, England have gone to the top of the table. France at the moment, they're sitting second, Netherlands as well. They're on their way to potentially causing a bit of an upset in this group, which we'll tell you about in a second. But we've got a lot of goals to get through, girls, so why don't we do it straight away? The first one, the penalty, was it a foul for you, Emma, or not?
Didn't feel like it initially, but we don't have VAR and the insight of that immediately. But I mean, it's a great ball in from Lauren, but it needs to be cleared. They've had 2 attempts to do that, and in hindsight, when you look at VAR, yes, it's a penalty. She catches her on her heel, and you can see just trips Georgia, goes to ground. It's a penalty.
Was it clear for you, Kaz, that?
It took me a while. Obviously, she caught a knee and then she clipped her own heel there. And I think in the end it was the right decision. Look, from an England perspective, fantastic start. Again, a bit naive from Wales in defending and to go 1-0 down so early, but great from England.
Let's speak about a bit of the defending, Jane, because 2-0 came from quite messy defending for Wales.
Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing to watch at the moment because I think over many years we've built our reputation to be hard to beat and defensively solid, but you can see all the gaps here. OK, there's errors trying to clear the ball in the first instance. We get bodies back in, but not in the right places. You can see there's red shirts there, but we're not affecting the player. There's a spare player within the 6-yard box. So it's a disappointing watch right now for us.
Yeah, I don't think you can sugarcoat it either. There's basics in everything that's being done. But I am concerned with the amount of space there is between the fullback and the centre-back, time and time again, left and right side. That's why with switch for Leah Williams, it's too easy to get in those spaces between the fullback and the centre-back.
Too easy for Lauren James at the moment as well, Kaz.
Yeah, I mean, from a Welsh perspective, it's so passive, and I feel like Lauren James is just toying with people. I mean, how are you allowing England to have that time? It feels like they're walking and taking the mick out of the Welsh players, if I'm being brutally honest.
I mean, rule number 1, you taught me this, from a throw-in, never be a number down. It's 3v3 in the throw-in areas. I mean, this is basic organisation, and too easy to create a 2v1 here on the full-back, and too easy again at the back post.
And Kaz, I want to just bring up, we're in a second after we see this go again, we've been waiting this tournament to see Alicia Russo get her first goal of the competition, and she finally has today.
I was really, really happy for Russo because being the number 9 for England, that is a big, tough ask. She's had 3 assists in the last game, but every striker needs to feel that touching the ball in the back of the net. And again, far too easy for England in the wide areas, way too passive from Wales. Emma talked about numbers overload, but look, from a Russo's perspective, fantastic. The combination, I thought Toone's been excellent. The pull back, it's an easy goal for her in the end. But like I said, it's important our number 9, Alicia Russo, hits the ball in the back of the net. You want to feel that as a striker, and she's been brilliant, but that is really good for her confidence in the rest of the group stages.
OK, guys, well, we said, look, Wales going to need to bring some aggression. They haven't bought it yet. They're 4-0 down at the break. And our 2 finalists that go through to the quarter-finals out of this group, France, they finished top with 9 points, and England, they're the runners-up with 6. And it's quite important because we're going to show you who they face in the quarter-finals. For France, they actually go into the side of the draw where they're going to face, first of all, Germany. And you can see there as well, they're on the side of Spain, which is difficult. But for England, they've got Sweden next up, and also Norway and Italy in their side of the draw. France are going to be playing on Saturday. That's going to be on ITV. You can watch that with us. And England face Sweden on Thursday. Let's get some reaction from our Lionesses with Ella Toone and Alicia Russo.
A massive congratulations, guys. You're through to the quarterfinals. Ella, how good were England tonight?
Yeah, we were really good. I mean, it's always hard to play against a team that sits in a low block. There's not a lot of space for us, but I think we tired them out, and it was nice that we got early goals in the first half, and yeah, we really enjoyed the game.
Alessia, how much did it mean? I saw the whole bench celebrate when you scored, especially after you've had disallowed goals in this tournament.
Yeah, it felt nice. I mean, as long as we're winning, that's all that matters, but it does feel nice to score. I'm a striker. I want to be involved in them as much as possible, so yeah, it felt good.
How pleased were you for Alessia to get that goal?
Yeah, I was buzzing, but all I was thinking about was, oh no, I'm offside now for it. But yeah, so happy for her. She deserves it, and even though she's not been scoring as much as she wants, she's still creating loads of goals for us and loads of chances and working so hard. So yeah, it's nice for her to finally get on the score sheet.
You both set each other up for a goal. I mean, just put into words how much you guys just enjoy playing for England together.
Oh, we love it. I think there's nothing like playing for your country. Everyone on this team will say that, especially in tournaments like this.
we want to be here right through till the end, and playing for England and playing with Toone, I feel like we have such a good connection. Obviously, she's my best mate, so I love spending time with her, and on the pitch, we have a nice connection too, so yeah, it feels great.
Sweden up next in the quarterfinals. What a prospect that's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult game. We watched them the other night and they were really good, a very good counter-attacking team, so we just need to be, you know, on our best game. We have been these past couple of games, we played really well, and yeah, but I think they should be scared.
How excited should England fans be getting back home, guys?
Yeah, one game at a time, but we're feeling really positive as a camp. Obviously, we didn't start how we wanted to, but I think our reaction as a team in these last 2 games is something that's been really impressive. So, yeah, we want to keep that up now.
Massive congratulations. Well done. Thanks, guys.
Excellent interview and a lot of confidence there as well from the girls. Kaz, how would you sum up the whole performance?
I thought it was professional and classy, really. I thought we completely dominated. Great to see so many goals, and the biggest thing is job done.
Yeah. Sweden should be scared, Emma, do you agree?
I mean, I don't have any issues with people feeling confident about the way they see themselves, and if that's how she views where England are at, then you know, she should lean into that. I think England know what it takes to win European Championship, know what it takes to beat Sweden, so no reason to feel anything but pure confidence.
Jane, how should the Welsh be feeling at the moment?
They'll obviously be disappointed, as I am. When you look at the scoreline, 6-1, you know, it's international football, you don't expect that scoreline. I think people will take heart from the one. I'm not necessarily one of those people, because I think, you know, to hold on to that when you've let 6 goals in at the top level is disappointing. So I think it's an opportunity to reflect and think about how we move forwards now.
We will have a look at that goal in a second. I want you to start us off, though, with the second half goals. The 2 of the subs coming off the bench for England, Beth Mead being one of them, getting a goal, making it 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, Beth's been such an important player for England, and she's someone that has contributed so much to the team over the years. But with Lauren James playing on that right-hand side, she's playing this cameo role from the bench. Lovely footwork and the brilliant finish we've seen so many times. But look how many numbers of players England have got across the line. Nice link up for Maggie as well, and I'm sure everybody's really happy. It's great when the bench contribute.
Yeah, I think it's really important, as you mentioned, the bench to come on and raise the levels. It's great for the team to get confidence. And I feel we need that, you know, this was a confident game for us, but I think we're going to need these players in the next phase.
Jane, I know that you don't want to celebrate it, but it was a moment of quality from Wales, wasn't it? And Jess Fishlock as well in the build-up was sensational for your goal.
Yeah, look, it was a good transition and great finish in the end. I think we would have liked more of these opportunities. Reality is we didn't have them, but you can see Jess just obviously using the space that's in front of her. Great time pass here and good movement from Hannah Kane, but it does make you question why she wasn't on from the start, because she has the ability to do these things. She'll always run beyond, you know, she'll stretch the game for us and create opportunities. So it's a great finish, look, and for Jess to play part in that as well is fantastic for her now, maybe leaving the stage for Wales.
It looked like she was maybe saying goodbye to the fans at full time. 38 years of age and such an icon for Wales. They really love her, don't they?
Yeah, and so we should love her because of what she's done for the country over many, many years. But the sad bit is, do we have another Jess coming through? Do we have more than one more Jess Fishlock coming through? I don't know the answer to that.
What do you think, Kath?
Jane makes a really, really good point. Now, we've seen this group potentially inspire the next generation, but we've got to give them the opportunities and the platform and the pathway to be able to get to this level. And I think Wales now have got to use this tournament as a stepping stone, get investment from the Federation and other areas to really make sure that this is a tournament where they go again. They've got World Cup qualifiers. Can they get to 2027? I think we've seen how good the level is. They have that gap.
Well, the Lionesses have finished off Wales in the end. 6-1, they qualify as runners-up of Group D, and they book their place in the quarter-finals. Let's hear from the manager who masterminded that win. It's Serena Wiegman.
Serena, congratulations. You're through to the quarter-finals. What pleased you most about that performance?
Well, of course, that we won, that we scored 6 goals, and big parts of the game we dominated, and it was very clear that we were going to win the game. Of course, you need to keep the momentum, but yeah, very good game.
I asked you before the game if this was going to be Alessia Russo's night, so you must be delighted to see her get on the score sheet.
Yeah, of course, but again, yeah, it's not so important who scores. Of course, she's a striker, she wants to score goals, but playing well is the most important, and then who scores is not that important, but it's nice that she got one.
Sweden next in the quarterfinals. What do you see as their main strengths?
They're always a team. They're always very powerful. They have speed up front, so in the counter-attack they're really good. Yeah, I think it's a hard team to beat. They've done really well in their group, won 3 games. And yeah, we'll see. We'll get ready. So first recover a bit from this one, and then we go again against Sweden in Zurich.
This has been such a tough group, but you must be really happy with where the squad are at heading into the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I'm very happy. As far as I know now, everyone came fit out of this game, so that's really important. We have 3 days to recover, and yeah, we knew ahead of this tournament that this group was really hard. And then when you lose the first game, of course, there's a massive urgency to win the other 2. Well, now with the score with the France and Netherlands, that wasn't that urgent, but you want to keep it in your own hands. So yeah, it gave a lot of learnings again and with the team, and it brought us together that first loss. So I think that's pretty good.
Congratulations, well done. Thank you, Serena.
Thank you. See you soon.
Looking back to that game against France, you could almost say, Kaz, could have been a good thing. Did it kind of put a rocket up England and say, right, we need to come to the party?
Yeah, definitely, because you have to compete. And remember, we spoke about it in the France game, losing duels, 1v1 battles, the basics of football. We delivered it against the Netherlands, and we did it again tonight. We have to continue that now. As I said before, we've drawn a line in it. That's our minimum standards, the Netherlands' performance. We build and we build and we keep going, and we've got a really great chance now.
And we've got depth. England have depth, 8 different goal scorers so far in the tournament, and Aggie Beever-Jones coming off the bench and getting her goal too is important.
Yeah, like Kaz said, when you've got players sat on the bench watching 11 players perform, they're waiting for their moment and they want to feel part of it. And again, you can see with Beth Mead involved, it's a lovely chipped ball to the back post, and I've seen Aggie stand in those areas so often. She's so good from them positions, and she rarely misses.
I don't think I've made it a hidden secret over the last 18 months that Aggie Beever-Jones has been one of my favourite players to watch in the WSL, so it's great for her to get on the score sheet, to build up confidence, and we need her. I think as the tournament progresses, we need her pace in behind, and that will be a big threat.
Jane, as the neutral now in the group, how do you think England are going to fare in the next game against Sweden?
To be honest, I'm looking forward to the next round of games. You've got top teams coming up against each other, and it's going to be ultra competitive. I think, you know, there's some standout strengths for England, and if you look across the team, we've spoken at length about Lauren James and her ability, but there's many more in the squad that could do damage to any of those teams.
Should we have a little look at France? Because at half-time they were 2-1 down against the Netherlands. They scored an own goal just before the break. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere in the second half, they scored 3 goals in the space of 6 minutes. They completely flipped this game on the head. The first one here from Katoto, she was just excellent. And between Katoto and Cascarino, in those 6 minutes, Emma, they absolutely ran riot.
These are the questions people are asking. Can France perform consistently to compete for a title? And I think on this evidence they can. Cascarino quite possibly being the best player in the NWSL.
Wow.
I mean, I've seen that from her week in, week out, and it's a spectacular finish. But in general, the performance from the French team second half shows what a good side they are. I mean, they've not just beat England, they beat Netherlands 5-2. It's tremendous results for them and deserving to be where they are.
They've got Germany, and then they kind of put themselves on the same side of the draw as Spain as well. And we're actually going to be showing that game next Saturday, so you've got to come and watch that with us, because, look, that is going to be an absolute blockbuster of a game, 7:15 onwards on ITV1 and STV. Jane, that is 2 top-quality teams, 2 of the favourites coming up against each other.
Yeah, it'll be a great game to watch, and it could go either way, to be fair. I think, as Emma mentioned, France are on it right now. They've got some top world-class stars, and they're performing really well. So I think all of the games in the next round are going to be ultra competitive.
Yeah. Okay, right, guys. We have our quarter-finalists, the 8 teams that have been confirmed, and my, oh my, we've got some quality in there. Of course, we talk about the finalists as well. We've got England, who are the defending champions. We've got France, who might just be looking like they're getting a hand on the trophy. You've got Germany, the 8-time winners. You've got Spain, the world champions. I feel like I'm saying names over and over here. But look, we've got an excellent final 8, and we'll talk more about that now. Let's look at those quarter-finals and the teams that are left in the competition. And Emma, you're right. Look, there is some real quality in here. You've got Norway, Italy. That game is on Wednesday. Sweden against England on Thursday. Spain against Switzerland. That one's on Friday. And then France, Germany, which you can watch with us. That game is on Saturday. Some real heavy hitters in the quarterfinals, Kaz.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom one there, France, Germany, I'm thinking about momentum positively in for France and Germany. I think since losing the captain, Gwyn, they haven't really figured that quite out. Spain, obviously, playing unbelievably well, scoring for fun. Switzerland, host nation, I really enjoyed them, but I think it might be a bit too much. England, Sweden, look, Sweden, 15 games unbeaten. I love our confidence from our England players we heard in the post-match, but I think we played them twice in the qualification for this tournament and drew with them. And I think Sweden won't forget that we beat them 4-0 at Bramall in 2022 to go on, and then we win it. So I think we've got to be on it for that game. So I'm looking forward to it, but we've got to match them physically first.
What do you want to see from them in the next game against Sweden, Emma?
I think it's the recognition that Sweden are one of the best counter-attacking teams. So you've seen Wales threaten, you see France threaten against England. If England aren't set up while in possession, I think Sweden will cause a lot of problems.
Look, it's a great set of teams and it's a great set of games as well. And whether or not you think there's an easy or a hard side of the draw, that whatever happens, if England had finished top, they play Germany. They finished second, they play Sweden. Look, there's no easy routes in the actual quarterfinals. This is how the route will look. So without plotting ahead, England have to get past Sweden first. And as I said earlier on, France, Germany, that's our game. Listen, it's been really excellent watching this game in your company. Kaz, brilliant as always. Emma, wonderful. And Jane, I'm just happy I got a smile out of you eventually before the end of the show. Thank you so much, ladies.